other stuff. And but we do that with MySQL select underscore DB. Now, you don't need to actually remember all these syntaxes, they're kind of bullshit, but you know, it's basic stuff, it's good references, and again, this is going to be available for download. And once again, we do the error reporting, MySQL error. After we have this done, we're going to do something like this. If is set underscore post submit. This is going to basically check if the submit button has been clicked, and if it has been clicked, we're going to actually process the information. Now, how do we get the values that were in the form? Well, we could do something like this. Post, I believe this was username, and we're going to do this for pretty much all of them. We can do this for email, also for the password and repeat password. Oops, repeat password. Alright, and that's pretty much it for right now. We're also gonna get today's date. Oops, I'm sorry about this. Date. And then we're gonna do a simple check here. Again, this isn't really focused on too much security. There will be another tutorial later down the road, but we do want to introduce something basic here to kind of give you an idea on how to do this. And we're just gonna basically make sure that the two passwords entered are the same. So, the repeat password and normal password are the same, and if they seem to be, then we're going to insert something into the database. Very, very, very important on this concept is there's so much security to do. Make sure the email is real, make sure that the username's not already in the database. There's many, many different things to do. Again, I'm just giving you a very, very basic idea on how to do something like this. But point is, only insert into the database if all your error checking has passed. So, and again, we'll look into nice ways of doing this at a later time. Right now, it's just creating a basic website. We're going to create a MySQL query actually right now. We're going to insert into users. And what are we going to insert into the users? We're going to insert username, password, email. We're also going to insert date registered, user level, which we haven't assigned a variable yet to, but you'll see how we're going to do that actually. User level, and then we're going to have to define the values that we're actually going to be inserting. Oops. Values. I'm going to have to go like this. Username, I'm sorry, name. Then it's going to take the password. Then we're going to work with email. Then we're going to work with the date. And lastly, but not least, we're actually going to be working with the user level. And this is a delete. Now, all of our user level is going to be 1. And that means registered user, and you could define your own user levels as the code goes on. But what I was thinking is having user level 0 meaning banned, having user level 1 is registered, and having maybe user level 3 or 4 means admin. So point is, you know, if the two passwords match, you run this query, and the last thing we want to do is we're going to throw the user to a different page once it's done. We're actually going to use a little JavaScript here because I cannot throw any headers out. Headers are used to redirect in PHP, but I can't do that because I already have some HTML content that was printed out to the user, and I'm going to have more when I do some designing later on with the site. So you're going to see why this is a little bit more useful to do it like this. We're actually going to refresh the content to a new page. Content. And it's going to take 0 URL equals ban. Let's just say index.php, even though we don't have an actual index.php there, but it kind of gives you the right idea on how this would work. Alright, else we need to throw an error. Echo passwords don't match. Now this is very important because this is where pretty much all your error reporting is going to go through. Alright, so it looks about nice. So now let's check it out if it will work. Alright, seems like there is no errors, and let's give it a try. Let's give it user, password, user, and email, user@yahoo.com. And it was not found, but also there was an error if you've seen it very quickly, which we're going to figure out what happened there, and I have a feeling it's going to be the date. And we'll fix that in the next tutorial. But also I want to see if the error reporting worked, so we're going to enter in user and password. We're going to enter in user, and repeat password is actually going to be user, and again user@yahoo.com. And now it should have, actually it didn't, which is very strange on why it wouldn't do that. It shouldn't get all the way up to here. Very, very strange. Ah, simple spelling mistake. That's why it was giving us there. See, it's good to figure out your own errors, because, and the reason why it's saying it can't find the page because the page doesn't exist, which is good. But the point is, it wasn't catching the error of the bad user. User password anyway. So again, password is user, and the repeat password is going to be user, and it should throw me an error this time. Yes. And date expects at least one parameter, 0 given. Alright, so the date is wrong. We're gonna fix this the next time around, but it finally threw the error out again. We'll continue in our next tutorial. Thank you, everybody.